is amazing. I was clash heads again. This is like Chaz Moskin and Cam Water.
It's motorsport, but not as you know it. Test yourself and your everyday road car. Safe, affordable, but most of all, fun. And all you need is your daily driver. Experience the thrill of a sprint day. Race against the clock at a hill climb. Or test your reflexes with an auto test. It takes just 3 simple steps to get started. Get on the start line. Search Motorsport Australia Daily Driver today.
Fishies in a row. They're here to make a point and to do Eddie proud. They fan out in the background as they come down to turn 1 for the first time. It all looks pretty good, 2 by 2. We'll stop the camera here. Oh, Eddie would be proud, mate. That was awesome run around turn 1. But, oi! Contact with the fishies!
He's made it through. It doesn't look like Angus has made it, but Thomas Freeman's made it through, and Angus is going to suffer the crowd coming through there to be able to turn his car around.
I love riding. It's a real social thing. There's a great bond between riders.
Every weekend I look forward to getting out there. It's a freedom like no other.
Riding to work is a great way to start the day.
Shannon's insure all types of road bikes, not just classics. They offer features riders really want. It's why they're one of Australia's leading motorcycle insurance providers.
Whatever you ride,
whatever you ride,
whatever you ride,
ride with Shannon's.
Call 134646 for a quote.
And they are off. It was a good start from Dylan de Bono. I think Phil Vella got a great start there in the background as well. You can see already cars going 5, 6 wide as they're trying to find any semblance of space. They come into T1. So far we've got 2, 3 wide as they snake down. It's Michael Conchar that's got around Dylan de Bono. A couple of cars going wide there. Was that a bit of contact in the back? Scott Pocock caught up in that, I think, there, buddy. But it's Michael Cullajar's got past, so Dylan...
light is coming out and we're about to get going, and we have a green light and a very slow start for the 86s, but they are moving out there on the grid. It would be very interesting to see exactly which driver can capitalise on this first lap. Just go through the grid. Look like Jamie Christensen had a really awesome start to get ahead of Dylan de Bono, and Doug Gowage also jumped his teammate as well, so unfortunately Dylan stalled the car a little bit more than what he preferred. But
Weekend in, weekend out, Motorsport Australia officials are making waves. From waving flags, waving cars through pit lane, or responding to a wave for help. Wave hello to new lifelong friends. Who knows, you might just make waves around the world. Ride the first wave. Search Motorsport Australia officials today.
Still great classes of car, and if you are able to, if you're coming up the ranks on iRacing through the licenses, it's a fantastic sort of laneway into prototype driving, going from that GT3 up through the prototype classes. As the safety car pulls in, we get ready to go green as we come up towards the line. Edwards, Hasler, who's going to get the jump down to turn 1, or will any of the fishies, any of the piranhas in behind them, assault them down towards
green and they're off.
First lap? Let's go here.
We've always had a few cars. They're all special. The T-Bird.
Oh, that's mine.
The Combi for when we want to get away. The XR8.
It's going to be a classic.
They're all insured with Shannon's.
We've also got Shannon's home and contents cover,
which helps protect our automotive collectibles, tools and memorabilia in the home and garage. If you're motoring enthusiasts like us, it's got to be
Shannon's.
Shannon's, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 134646 for a quote.
This is amazing. I was clash heads again. This is like Chaz Moskin and Cam Waters. Almost the same situation. Better contact going down the hill. Sam Noble wants to sniff on Dave Coleman now. Sam Noble bottle right now because tell you what, Bruce Tanak and Jamie Dyke just absolutely drove away from us. Hayden trying to go around the outside. This is where he could have just sent it up the inside, but he hasn't completed it, which is fair enough. It's very scary.
Fingers crossed.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Thursday evenings. It's SRW TV Shannon's GR86 Nationals Season 3, Round 8. From the Hungaroring. I am JP. I'm going to be joined in the booth by our very own Mr. Steve Sinkovic, and let's give you an update on what's going on the scores on the doors. In the AMS, you can see Ronald Allen still leading the way on 563 points, with Greg Johnson in second and Kevin Wakefield in third. I think, to be honest, if Ronald has a good night tonight, he's wrapped it up before we get to Knock Hill next week. Shane Nowen's in fourth, David Simmons, Shannon Wright, Stephanie Pickley, Ben Simpson, Jason Dett, Russell Gander, Brent Wassell, Phil Butland, Aston Davis and Brendan Soper. In the Pro-Ams, well, we've got literally, I believe, is Dan Batouche out in front on 863 with Chris Tomlin in second, and then Callum Hodgkinson in third behind them there as well. And then we've got Cam Hardwick, Mark Cochran, Dean Sinkovic, Josh King, Ryan Price, Thomas Donoghue, Wayne Edwards, Matt Feely, Luke Crum, Tom Brown, Gordon McCulloch and Danny Davidson at the bottom there. So still action going on. And again, I believe if Dan Batouche has a great night tonight, he will wrap up the championship. In the pros, it's a little bit closer with Ben Faulkner and Carl Lavery, Sam Chapman, David Gallo and David Byrne. That's your top five. And then, of course, you've got Joshy Houghton, Jackson Pringle, Tony Baker, Dougie Howen, Shane Ratcliffe, Dylan DeBono, Sam Katgazinos, Mitch Noble, Jamie Christensen, Tyson Hamner, Blake Fitzpatrick, Sam Christensen, Tim Harris, Jamie Davis, Ty Delaney and Jack Anderson, who have not been here this season. Well, what can we tell you about the Hungaroring? Well, it's 2.722 miles, 4.381 kilometres, and it's 14 turns long. Does it always deliver the best racing? Yeah, that's going to be a hit or miss, but I'm sure these guys will try their utmost to deliver us the best quality racing they physically can. And let's bring Mr. Sinkovic into the booth here, who has joined me all season and will continue to join me for the rest of this season as we're in round 8 with one more round to go. Steve, welcome in, buddy. How are you?
Oh, I'm sensational, mate. Sensational. I'm feeling like I've missed out on a few sessions now, and I'm getting a bit of goosebumpy. I'm getting a bit excited. All these cars out on track, and I don't mind the Hungaroring. So I think it's going to be an epic night tonight. It's a 60-minute race with the qualies out there. The boys are out in qualies already, so it's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, I think it is. Do you know what, right? I've got to be blatantly honest. Whenever I see this racetrack on the calendar, I do instantly sit there and wonder what type of racing we're going to get. It is a nightmare of a race circuit. You either have great side-by-side door-banging action, or you have a follow-me leader, open-wheeled DRS train almost, at a circuit that should deliver more, but it just doesn't quite do it there.
Yeah, I think it's you're looking at, you pretty much got 1, 2, 3 really long straights, the S's, the back end hairpins, like a bit of a straight and chicane. Yeah, it's sort of one of the considerations when you go to this track is, with these cars especially, is it going to gap out? Are we going to have issues where once the draft is broken, the car in front is impossible to catch? We'll see. There's already talks about things that we can do to improve next season. There's racing, so the boys are put their thinking caps on and putting a few things that can throw some spanners in the works. But I don't know, mate. You're right. It's one of those tracks. It's either going to give us lots of gaps or it's going to give us some good racing.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think it's just going to be so hit and miss here at the Hungaroring. It really is. To be fair, I gave an opinion the other day on a series that was basically here as well, and a lot of drivers were like, "Dude, we got to agree with you. It was just boring," because you know what I mean. But let's hope. I'm sure none of this has been boring this season, and I'm sure it won't be boring again. No, we've had great racing.
Yeah, even the tracks we thought were going to really gap out and go into just a a long bus train, train track, whatever you want to call it. Even those races have given us some really spectacular fighting. Look, I guess we're lucky. We've got pros out there, we've got pro-ams, and we've got amateurs. If it's a circuit where everyone gaps out, the pros are all gapped out, but the amateurs are still fighting amongst themselves. So we've always got a show to show, don't we?
Absolutely, there's always action going along. Don't forget, guys, if you are on YouTube, say hi. We will respond and talk back to you as well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bells and do all that other fancy jazz that you can do for free. You're sat here and it takes literally a finger press to press the like button. So come on, you know what I mean? It's not hard to do that there for us once more up here, and it really helped grow the channel forward once again. I think this is going to be a very, very interesting race. Championship-wise, Steve, well, we're coming into the nitty-gritty, the end of it. Ronald Allen leading the AMS. The man's done an outstanding job. Would anybody really begrudge this man taking the championship win in the AMS?
I don't think so. He's got to have a good night tonight. He's got just under 60 points, so there's 2 rounds left. So it's still... Greg Joss has still got his hat in the ring in there as well. He's on the bottom screen at the moment doing his qualies. So him and Greg can still have it. We saw Mr. Allen have the first race was a shocker in the super sprint the other night, but he came back real strong. He just did what he always does: stays clean, doesn't push too hard, tries to keep momentum going through all the corners, and it seems to work his way through it. We know he's not the fastest on the track out of the AMS, definitely not the fastest out of the AMS, but he's the cleanest.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. That's been his cap, his feather in his cap, isn't it? Almost, with his consistency and how he's been here. I think he's been Mr. Consistent. He doesn't get the car in areas that he doesn't really need to. He doesn't fight when he doesn't really need to, and he literally will go along and allow somebody to go through if he feels that they're not going to help him in any shape or form. However, at this moment in time from Mr. Allen, as he's coming around turn 13 before he goes around the right under a 14, he hasn't got a time on the board. So let's see if he can get this lap and get a time on the board here for Ronald Allen. Is he going to move himself above Greg Johnson in 12? Stay all the way to the left. There's no point drifting away from it. You're just going to add distance on to your car there as well. What does he get done? Another invalidated lap for Mr. Ronald Allen there.
Josh Horton's continuing from last week's good form with a 201 200. So it's good to see. We saw a different Josh last week, a little bit more relaxed and calculated last round. It was good to see him racing like that. He's always been a bit of more of a battler and elbows out, and he took a different perspective last week. It was good to see.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the fact that he got his elbows out, he took 3 out of 3. He's only joined the 4 drivers this season that managed to do it. Dan Batouche did it last week as well at the Red Bull Ring. Ronald Allen's done it before on a 3 out of 3 as well. And obviously, of course, Ben Faulkner that's also done it. Ronald Allen did his at the Super Sprint at Lodano. And I think that for Josh, he's got to now really build on that momentum. He's got to go down and put the markers down on Ben and say to him, look, dude, you're not going to get this all your own way. Yes, we know there's a leadership status in Vermilion and stuff like that, but obviously Ben's got an end of line, so he's got to start at the back of the grid as well tonight. So that's going to be an interesting to see how he makes his way through the field and whether or not he's given how can I put it, given the space that that he wants while he's battling somebody, because it's not been.
Will the boys race him on the way through?
Yeah, I think that's what I'm trying to say, and I think at the end of
they will. It's a 60-minute race. They will. They'll definitely race him. Another one that's gone under the radar and has been doing really well all season is Kyle Lavery. He again second fastest tonight, 201.372. He really got to the pointy end of the season. He's getting better and better as he came across. And Matty Feely, again in the top 10 2 weeks in a row. So maybe Matty Feely's turned the corner.
Yeah, maybe. Kyle Lavery, as you say, is another one that's having a go and in and around that championship status. And, You know, and he's another one that could literally probably make a big old jump as well. He's sitting second in the championship at the moment. He's not drastically far behind Ben. There's only 66 points between them. But I think at the end of the day, he's another man that's built on his consistency. He's another man that's managed to take it to the point of where he's now consistent enough to run up the top 5 every single week, and he's done it again. He's running in second place. I want to pick up on Dan Batouche. Dan Batouche has been an absolute mountain in that Pro-Ams, and he's done an incredible job. You know, he's out in front by nearly 91 points. If he has a good night tonight, game over going into next week.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. He has changed the whole way he races for this season. I had a good long chat with him not too long, actually, end of last season. And the thing was with me was like, mate, you got good pace. You just need to stay out of trouble, and you will get the rewards for, you know, finishing up the pointy end. And that's literally what he's done this season. He's tried to stay out as much trouble as possible, and he's got the rewards for it. He's done really well.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. You know, you've got to look at the bigger picture, haven't you? Sometimes when you're racing, it can't be an elbows out battle every single week. And I think for him, he's just got to now get his head down, go and start pushing his way forward, and see how close he can get to Ben, and how close Ben's going to get to him this evening. End the line versus starting in second place. You got 60 minutes. You got a pit stop in the middle to take as well, at least one that we're aware of. So there's a lot involved for these guys tonight, and I think at the end of the day, he's not a difficult circuit, but it's not the most easiest. And I think when you're following in a train that, you know, could happen, which I'm hoping it doesn't, but if it could, it's going to make overtaking very difficult.
Yeah, we'll soon find out after the first 10 or 15 minutes. We'll find out where it's going to be at. But then, you know, the old thing that does change the racing is the safety car, and the other thing that does change some of the positioning and the way these boys race is strategy for the pit stops too. Yeah,
strategy is a massive part.
I've just sent you a little DM, mate. We've all got our all the admins have gone around and for each series and planned the seasons for the season 4 for the year, and we have the registrations rooms already. We're just waiting for the links to be updated probably over the weekend. So registrations will open over the weekend for all members, so they can get in there for season 4. So what they're going to do this season, though, is something a little bit different. They're going to do their subscription first, and your subscription to the series is part of your registration process. So you boys will need to go into the website, www.simracingworld.com.au, go to racing and get your subscription for season 4, unless you're already a 12-month member. And you need that number from your order as part of your registration for the series.
Yeah, you can have a look at the upcoming calendar, which will be appearing on the screen momentarily there as well. So there you go. That is the calendar for next season while these guys just finish off qualifying. We're heading to Oran Park, of course, the parking lot that it is, and Suzuka International. Then we're going to Okayama, the Winter Motor Raceway, Tsukuba, oh dear me, on there as well. Mobility Resort, Motegi, Sandown, Fuji, and Mount Panorama. A very oceanic calendar, Mr. Sinkovic, this time.
It is. And Mount Panorama is actually going to be a full 80-minute enduro, I believe. So the boys, there'll be pit stop strategies and tyre strategies as well. So they'll announce that as it comes along. But viewers, while you're out there, like and subscribe. Make sure you don't miss it. Hit the notifications because you don't want to miss next season. It's going to be the final one for the year. We only do 4 seasons a year, just like winter, summer, spring. And the rest of it.
Well, yeah, look, dude, let's be real. I live in the UK, right? Every bleeding month's winter. So, you know, give me a break. Let's be real. We're back open. We're supposed to have a heat wave. It's really interesting, you know, with the news. We're supposed to have a heat wave next week, but apparently the first 2 days of this weekend are supposed to be minus 14. How did that work out? No idea. No idea.
Not too different to Melbourne weather, mate, where I'm at. Mate, you got to get up in the morning and have a jumper on. By lunchtime, you'll have that jumper off, and you'll come home and you want to be wearing shorts.
Yeah, dude, I went to Edinburgh in Scotland, and I can tell you now, walking down the high street, and it was only about 150 metres long. I had every weather system possible. We had snow, hail, rain, wind, sun, all by the time I got to the end of the high street, all in one go. It was absolutely ridiculous. I didn't know what I was wearing, what umbrella or jacket I was going to put up or put on, or just carry it. I don't know. It was all going off there as well, right? We just got to the end of the qualifying. Buckle up, guys. This is it. Grab your drinks, get your popcorn ready, sit back and relax, because we have got 60 minutes of racing happening here at the Hungaroring. It's going to be, well, hopefully, touch wood, it's going to be very, very exciting. So much love to every single person. As I say, if you are in here, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the bells, and don't forget to say hi. We will respond and give you love. And if there's anybody you fancy wanting to have a look at, just type in hashtag and then their surname, and we will pick it up and put the cameras on them for you so you can see how they're getting on as we wait for the last couple of people to go over the line here as well. Steve, safety cars, big wide open circuit.
Ooh,
do we need them?
Yeah. I don't think we're going to get one tonight. I don't think so.
Yeah, I
think
agree.
We're going to be. Yeah, I think it's pretty wide. There's not a lot, unless someone literally turns it around and gets stuck in the middle of the track, which is highly unlikely. But look, this corner here is probably only one where you can really do it. Come around here, over rotate, spin round, and then get caught here under the Heineken. That's one of the spots you could probably do it, but I don't think there's going to be one tonight, to be honest. There's a lot of runoff.
Yeah, and we've got 60 minutes. Come on, let's be real about it. Do we really need one?
Yeah.
They can clear that car well out of the way before it even causes a problem. So I don't think we need a safety car.
Amazing. We've just watched the Carlin boys drive in, and they're right behind each other on the clock. 203, 385, 20, sorry, and a 20. No, that was the last lap. A 201, 564, and a 201, 582. So they've qualified right behind each other as well. So exceptional drive from those boys.
Yeah, but it looks like your pole man will be Mr. Joshua Houghton there as well. Good day, says Sam Catcazinos. Good day, everybody. Thank you very much, Sam, for joining us. Oh, welcome in the other day to the broadcast. I did see you in there the other day while we were doing the Mustang thing as well. So much love for joining on that one, Sam. It was a pleasure to have you there. And, well, best luck to Velocity SimLab. Well, no surprise. Sam, it ain't raining. Where are you? Your computer can handle it. Your computer can handle it when it's dry. Come on, son. Don't you be chickening out on us now.
Yeah. If it's not his PC, it's him.
What's up with him now?
I don't know. He reckons he's sick, recovering tonight. He must have got stuck into the Uzo last night or something, and now he's feeling the pain.
You know what we say to people like that, Sam? Pull up your big boy pants, mate, and get in the chair. You know what I mean? Come on. Yeah. It's only man flu.
Drink some concrete, son. Drink some concrete.
Yeah, grow a pair, dude. Come on. You know what I mean? It's only man flu, as the wife told me.
His name was in the session. He didn't do a lap, so he must have came out. We've got a few that haven't done a lap. Joshy King, Mitch Noble. I know that Mitch has had some massive PC issues, just like you have with things freezing.
Yes, I have a bit of a nightmare. Let's go through the grid here as well. Joshua Houghton will be on pole position. Carl Lavery in second. Dan Byrne in third. Then David Gallo in fourth. Dougie Gowan's fifth. Sam Chapman sixth. That's your 1 to 6 of pros. Then we've got Dylan DeBona, 1 to 7. Dan Batu's taking up the Pro-Ams in eighth with Matty Feely and Ryan Price, and Shane Ratcliffe and Mark Cochran behind them. Ronald Allen in 13th. Great job from him. In 14th, Wayne Edwards, Steve Sinkovic, Shannon Wright, Cam Hardwick, Callum Hodgkinson, Greg Johnson, and Kevin Wakefield, your top 20. Then you've got Brendan Soper, Stephanie Pickley, David Stevens, and Shane Nowens in 24th. Then Chris Tomlin, Ben Faulkner, Adam Hughes, Stephen McCartin, Josh King, Mitchie Noble, and then the boys at the back there as well. That includes the safety car and RC. So much love to you all there. What's he said now? I don't fit into me big boy pants yet, says Sam Catcazinos. Never mind, dude. Never mind. You know what I mean? It's not your fault. You need to just go fill out a little bit, Sam. Fill out a little bit. You know what I mean?
Sammy boy.
Go eat them pies. Go eat the pies and drink them Fosters. If you're old enough to drink, of course.
JP, their boys are going around the corner. I can see Mitchie Noble's car around the corner with Joshua King. That's how far back the grid goes tonight. So it's great to see there's 30 cars out on track.
There they are.
Boys are going to have some killer fun. My bottom cam is looking from the back of the track forward. I can see a few SRW logos, which is really good too.
Yeah, there's a few of them out there, which is always nice, isn't it? Let's be real about it. Yeah. Right, we're going to wait for everybody to get on to the grid there as well. This wonderful gridding time that we have in the middle that drives me and Steve absolutely insane. Can we just have 2 minutes? 30 seconds. That'll do. Can I put that in for next season, do you reckon? Anybody who's joined any admins will listen to me.
Oh, they will. They'll listen. They don't have the lacked on it, but they'll listen.
Yeah, 2 minutes maximum, boys. All right, I'll see if you're listening. Yeah. 2 minutes. That's all they need.
Is this the bit where I go?
Yeah. Steve tells me, I goes, computer says no, James. I'm like, all right, Steve. Sorry. You know what I mean? I'm not sure why we need all this. They can press a button in 2 minutes. Come on, let's be real.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Here we go.
Oh.
I think they originally did it because of the size of the grids early in the season.
Yeah.
But and we preload them all too. So
I don't know what's going on with Joshy out in here. 1 minute he's on, 1 minute he's off, then he's on, then he's off, and I can't pick up on him just in case any dramas happen. I'm not quite sure if Joshy is aware that his internet is doing.
Josh is blinking. The boys are just talking about it at the moment. His internet looks like he might have died. He's flicking on.
Here we go. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Round 8, ladies and gentlemen. Here's green, green, green. I think there's a pole man on there somewhere. There he is further down the road. Nobody really knew where he was, but it is Carl Lavery is out in front with Joshy Houghton alongside on the right-hand side. Joshy and that Vermilion Motorsports coming into turn 1. Lavery's going to have that inside line. Is he going to be brave enough on the brakes here to go through? He's not this time. Dan Burn trying to go around the outside of turn 1. Is he going to make it out? Oh, dear, there's a couple of people blinking now as well. Gee whiz, Batman, what is going on in Australia? Yeah, side by side.
Looks like Ben Faulkner is starting around the back. He's gone a few places. Dean's gone a few places as well. I think, or it could be just SDK.
I don't know. Let's have a quick look and see if that is. Oh, Ben, where is he? In the grey? No, he's gone round. He did actually go round. He come across the nose of somebody.
Yeah, it looks like he came across the nose of Greggy Johnson.
Yeah, come across the nose of Greg Johnson, and unfortunately that was it. Dan Burns out in front with Carl Lavery. Josh Houghton is, I don't even know if he's on the track. I don't even know where he is at this moment in time. But I can tell you one thing, Dan Burn leading away with Carl Lavery. Dougie Gowan's in third. Then the velocities of Dylan De Bono behind him. Dan Gallo in behind that as well. Sam Chapman in there at this moment in time. A lot going on at this moment in time on this payment table here as well, Steve. So hopefully everything will hold up and we should be all good.
Yeah, 100%. Let's look at settling down as we speak. The boys are 0-4-3. 0-4-3. Josh Horton is being told by race control that if his internet does not improve in the next few seconds, they will be telling him to retire to the pits so that they can get him out of the way, because otherwise he's going to cause issues out there. Someone else has just gone off there. It looks like my brother Dean has gone for a spin. I can see the track and the noise and the smoke puff up on the other side of the fence. But Daniel Burns doing extremely well here, mate. He's already pulled out 0.75. Got himself in a bit of rhythm.
Yeah, absolutely cracking run from Dan Burn there. Now, can he manage to hold it with Carl Lavery, Dougie Gallo to Dylan De Bono, all tucked in behind that in the bottom right-hand corner. Who are we on down at the bottom at the moment? Is that Kevin Wakefield down in the bottom right-hand corner there, having a nice little run in that Celiac car, of course, that he sports every single time. There's a few people that he's out. on this one. So let's see what goes on as we're carrying on now. We're only 2.5 minutes in. We're only literally coming on to lap 2. It's a long old lap time here, Steve. Nearly over 2 minutes a lap.
He's actually still at the front there, but I'd say that he's like we can't even see him on the broadcast at all.
Oh, he is
so
there.
I'd say that he is there. Yeah, he is there, but you'll see him pop up every now and again. The race control have got him till the end of this lap to fix it. Otherwise, he's got to come in. So, I think the boys behind him are just playing it a bit safe at the moment.
Yeah, I think so too, because let's face it, they don't know where he is. And if you don't know where he is, how are you going to make through on that one? As Ben Faulkner makes his way up into 17th place, up 9 places from being spun towards the back end of the field. David Simmons and Dan Batouche look like they've been off the side of the circuit as well. It might have been just a little tap of an off track for Dan Batouche, because he is still there at this moment in time, sitting in 7th place, doing a great job as he is. That's the Pro and Am situation. Ronald Allen 1.5 over Greg Johnson. Dan Batouche and Matty Feely tucked in right behind him, and Dan Byrne and Carl Lavery right in behind that. We think Josh Alton's on there. We're not entirely sure. We'll give it a chance to settle down and see where he actually ends up here. But the great little battles all the way through the field. Brendan Soper in 6th in class here. He's got Mitch Noble trying to make his way through as well. Oh, Shane Nowens and Greg Johnson.
Yeah, the boys are a few little niggling incidents at the back, but it looks like everything's cleared up. A few of them have been called racing incidents, so it's nothing major at the moment. But we've got some boys that are doing some great work out there.
Yeah, Greg Johnson does go through.
Mr. Johnson, what happened there? Nowens as well.
Yeah.
These guys are doing Swan Lake on different parts of the apex.
Yeah, that's basically what they've done. They have literally both just done some wonderful pirouettes there. What about is going on here with this man? He's fighting his way back through. He's just going to about go around the outside of Kevin Wakefield. Next up on his left will be Shannon Wright. Ronald Allen's in there. And Ryan Price further on from that one. Dougie Gowan still. Carl Lavery, Dan Byrne, David Gallo. Houghton's causing my timing tower to go absolutely mental here, Steve. How long are they giving him? How long did he get?
Josh Horton's been instructed to return to pits. Sorry, I was listening to race control. The incident we had between Faulkner and Mr. Greggy Johnson was called racing incident due to Ben self-penalising himself by spinning and losing places.
Right, okay. Well, we think that's the end of Mr. Houghton. That should leave the front two as they are. Dan Byrne and Carl Lavery battling on with Dougie Gowans, Dylan DeBono, David Gallo, Sam Chapman and Dan Batouche here, with Chapman in the mix side by side at this moment in time. He's got Gallo on the inside, and Gallo's going to have that inside line going around turn 13 on the run up into 14 now. What's Chapman going to be able to do? Is he going to be able to get through here, or is he just going to be stuck in behind Gallo that we think he might be?
It's tight, isn't it? We sort of expected gapping out, but the first 9 cars are all within a couple of tenths of each other, 8 tenths, 5 tenths, 4 tenths. We've got a bit of a battle pack on the bottom screen going on as well, with Brendan Soper, David Simmons, Chris Tomlin, Callum Hodgkinson and Joshua King. They're all chasing David 747 Simmons.
Let's see how they get on here. Let's see if we can do anything about that odd, weird of looking baton right there as these guys continue to fight coming into turn 2, the left-hander. Chapman now still sitting just above the windscreen. Is he going to be able to get through, or is Gallo too wise, too wily? The old fox of the Carlins team. He looks like he's just that little bit too foxy for Sam Chapman.
Yeah. These Carlin boys, I tell you what, they came into this series a couple of series ago just to have a bit of fun. And they've clicked in these cars and just taken it to the next level. They're traditionally open-wheel racers, and they're very good open-wheel racers, but they're having a lot of fun in these 86s, and it's good to see them coming out as a team.
Yeah, absolutely. These guys repping Carlins on the race circuit there as well. So we'll see and keep an eye on how Gallo does get on here and whether or not he can hold on to this position from Sam Chapman. Dougie Gowans has got Dylan De Bono just tucked in behind him at the moment. Gowans holding on tightly here, Steve, but how much longer can he hold on tightly for? And will De Bono let him, or take the position away from him, and will Gowans let him through?
Yeah, well, you've got exactly the same fight going down the back. You've got Chris Tomlin breathing down the neck of Callum Hodgkinson, and he's all over Brendan Soper. So the boys down the back are putting just as much of a show at the front as well. It's, you know what, we're due for a bit of a mega race tonight from Mr. Gowans. So Gowans, get the horse whip out and give it a flick, mate, and get on the back of these front two.
To see if he can manage it. Carl Lavery's having a good old go right about now as well. Tucked in as close as he can to the Carlins man. He pulls out on the left-hand side of your screen. Carl Lavery, is he going to look and make that dive up the inside? He's had to come from so far back. He has made it, but Byrne's going to have the run the outside. If Byrne can hold on to that inside line, he's going to have the inside for turn 2, and that should set him up nicely for free. Not the most easiest place to go side by side, but there you go. Dan Byrne does manage to hold on to that lead, and Carl Lavery just slots right in behind him. But all the while these two are fighting, Gowans and De Bono are closing in on his Steve. How long is it going to be before Gallo and Chapman get into the mix?
Not too long, mate. They're catching him at a mega pace, and so is Gallo on the back of De Bono. Joshua Horton's been allowed to re-enter the field, so he has got a chance to go back out and race and have some fun. But if his internet does spikes like it did before, it'll be the end of his night.
Well, it's over, what's it at the moment, a lap down currently. So we'll keep an eye and see from what goes on with Joshy Houghton here. But you can see these battles still materialising. There's Cam Hardwick on there as well. He's just lost that place, I believe. He's fighting away with Ronald Allen. There's been a door bang on Ronald Allen there at some point, because I can tell you one thing, that little grazing of paint, both sides in fact, from Ronald is very noticeable on a car that isn't white, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we don't usually see Ronald Allen's car with scratches on it. Matty Feely's just called a situation in. I'm not sure who against, but race control looking at it.
Yeah, not sure who that
is. Ronald's got Cam Hardwick behind him, so that's a race that they are there. Yep.
Shannon Wright is his fight, however. And if he lets Shannon go through, that's going to be the loss of position for Ronald Allen. Allen's trying to take the left-hander. He needs that inside line. He's going to have to open up this steering. You've got time. Go over and grab the curb. Grab the curb. Nope, didn't grab the curb. And is now going to allow Shannon to have near enough take that inside line. And that could have been stopped by just opening up steering on 13. Coming out on the exit on 13 and going across the nose. I know he's racing. We're not tickling each other here. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, give it some, son. So he's got to be a little bit sensible on that one. He could have opened it up and just blocked Shannon off before even getting remotely the run into turn 14. It's going to be, he's got to do that more if he goes into the Pro-Ams next season, Steve, as the winner of the championship. He's got to get his elbows out. He's got to close the door more.
Will his consistent driving get him up at the pointy end of the Pro-Ams? That's the question. He does enter up the top of the field. Like at the moment, he's sitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'd be in 6th place if he was racing the Pro-Am, so he'd be up there. He'd probably be in the top 6 or 7 because he'd be consistent. So, ooh, hang on. Someone's got a warning for unsportsmanlike conduct. And I didn't hear the number.
I haven't seen anything pop up on the screen either. So, Cam Hardwick, Ronald Allen having a little bit of a ding-dong. If RC are listening,
maybe
if you can give that
RC
one,
can tell us.
Yeah, if you can give that one again, that would be absolutely amazing. Didn't see anything come up on the screen, so hopefully us and RC are connected, but however, probably due to my issues, it might have been a link issue. But Dan Byrne, whoa, gee whiz, that scared me, because I was like, what am I looking at IndyCar for? And it was just anyway, never mind, moving on. Carl Lavery, I did wonder what the bleak Nora was going on there. Still Lavery and Byrne up the front at the moment. We're coming down to the first 15 minutes here, Steve. What do we think the situation is going to be on pit stops?
Let's see. I reckon we're going to be around the. Look, it's always hard in these cars because they don't burn the tyres out that much. Fuel is fuel with these things. I reckon around the around the 35-minute mark, we're going to see them come in.
You reckon?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Well, we'll see what goes on. I think Steve's doing investigatory work in the background there because he's on the hunt for more information about the unsportsmanlike conduct. I can hear when he's trying to do two things at the same time. It's a very distant input there from Mr. Sinkovic. Dude, bro, we've been together too long. I can tell.
My reply is a bit vague, isn't it?
Yeah, it's more of an open book rather than a closed statement. You know what I mean? Let's be real. You're dangling the carrot, but never actually feeding the donkey, Mr. Sinkovic. So we'll hold on a minute. How am I the donkey and all of that? I think I got that wrong.
My investigation did come back. It's I'm not sure what it was for, but it was for unsportsmanlike driving, and it was for car 918 Sam Chapman. So he's been given a black and white warning flag. If it happens again, he'll probably get a drive through.
Sam Chapman?
Yeah. So we did hear Matty Feely call something in earlier, and they were round about each other at the time. So it might have been what Feely called in, my guess is. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll keep an eye on that one. We're getting very spread. Shannon Wright and Ronald Allen are still battling away down in the AMs. These four in this pack are having a nice little ding-dong. Mitch Noble's just plummeted down the order. They're not entirely sure. Well, he's not even in the session anymore for Mitch Noble, apparently, according to my software. So I've got a funny feeling we've just lost Mitch.
He's been having a lot of PC issues lately, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's out of the session. He's been getting a lot of overheating on his PC.
Oh, bro, I'm with him. I'm with him on that one. I am with him on that one. I have had a week of hell with my PC, and let's just put it this way: I do not wish that on anybody when you use it for your main source of work. So there we go. On the nose of Chris Tomlin, or just above the windscreen, depending on how picky you really want to be here. As David Simmons pulls to the right-hand side, there goes Simo there. Is he going to be able to hang on, or is he going to send Tomlin round the outside? It looks like he's going to send Tomlin round the outside. Is Tomlin going to be able to take it? That's going to be the question. He's got to look and try and go all the way round. Simmons, too deep, buddy. You missed your breaking point. You came in like an absolute 747, missed your breaking point on that one, dude. You might want to back that up by about 10 metres.
Ooh, that was a little wiggle there from is it Josh?
Yeah, Joshy King's gone up his inside now.
He's taking him on the inside. Well, he's been doing some good driving lately, Josh. Good to see him getting some consistency out there and good times.
I think sometimes, though, when you go and enjoy your racing, it's different, isn't it? It doesn't, you know what I mean?
Oh, 100%.
For these guys, it's completely different, right? At the end of the day, they maybe race once or twice a week, or if some are doing more leagues than that and whatever else, where obviously the likes of me and you that are in the booth 6 nights a week, 7 nights a week, every blinking hour of every day, what feels like, we're sat in the booth. So when it comes to our downtime, my last part of my ever thought process of downtime is, I'm going to go and drive on iRacing. It's not even anywhere remotely near that. I've got to be honest, it's not. And no offence to iRacing here, it's just not my cup of tea outside of working.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like I'd love to be out there racing. Like you might lose me you probably won't lose me next season. For the 86s, because I'll probably drive the Formula 3s next season, just get back at one season at a time. But it's just so much. After a broadcast, I can't get to sleep. I don't know what you're like, but no. I mean, you can't. It's a morning for you. But for me, after a broadcast, I've got to sit there and just watch brain-numbing YouTube until my brain just completely quietens down, and then off it goes. What I was going to mention was this is where what I love about SRW is I'm looking at the lounge. At the moment in the lounge, these boys are all racing together and racing each other competitively, but they're all in the same room having a laugh, having a piss take. So we've got Brendan Soper, Callan Hodgkinson, Dean Sinkovic, Greg Johnson, Kevin Wakefield, Matty Feely, Ryan Price, and Wayne Edwards, all racing in one room, in having a bit of a laugh, having a bit of a ding-dong, and enjoying it. And this is what it's about, coming in there and just having a good laugh.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about enjoying your racing. And as I say, I'm sure these guys do enjoy it. However, I did do a league race last night and I won my first ever league race. So big pat on the back for me. Mind you, I was only turning left. Yeah, I was turning left at Talladega in a car that I've never driven before. It was some car that was it was a legacy prototype looking thing. And to be fair, mate, it went 220 miles an hour. It stuck to the track like absolutely, you know, and it was, yeah, an incredible car to drive, to be blatantly honest with you. But, yeah, not one of my favourites. But anyway, look, I won. That's the end of that one. Moving on, we've got these battles here with the front three now. Dougie Gowan's dropped off a little bit, lost that place to De Bono, and is unfortunately just dropping back off. Ratcliffe and also Faulkner. Ratcliffe's going to have that line. Faulkner, he doesn't have to give it up here. Faulkner's got to look at picking his positions. He's got to look at picking carefully. We know where this has been, Steve. We know the history. He's got to be looking and thinking about what he's going to be able to do this time.
100%. 100%. Looks like the front runners are also starting to catch some back markers too. So they're not too far off. I don't know if you can see it better on your...
Yeah, they're 26th. Whoever's into it, Wayne Edwards is next under the list, but we've got Faulkner on the left-hand side. Ratcliffe's going to try and run him round the outside. He's later on the brakes. Is Shane Ratcliffe. Is he going to be able to do it? He's not this time around, and that is it. Faulkner is through once more. Ronald Allen, Shannon Wright, and battle side by side. Shannon driving out of her skin. You go, girl. As he goes and tries to throw it round the outside of turn one. Is she going to be able to make it for the inside of two? There's also a third in there as well, but that's Callum Hodgkinson in the background. Is Callum going to be getting involved in this battle? Is he going to be looking at taking it free wide? Don't do that. Alan, you're going to go round. You've taken a nose. Oh, my Jesus Christ.
Oh, that was so close.
Oh, my God. Phone call to Kim Kardashian. Shannon Wright needs a no job. Come on. They were that close.
That's not
together.
over either.
No, it ain't over.
That's not over. We've both picked the same few guys at the moment. That battle is exceptional across there. Very, very close. 3/10 and 2/10.
Oh, Hodgkinson's now in the middle of the battle. Is Alan going to let him through, or is he thinking absolutely knickers to that, son? Because if I get you through, I'm going to have Wright pestering at me heels again. No chance whatsoever. Alan's got to drive. Now, this is it. This is if Ronald Allen wants to put himself into Pro-Ams next season, and he's going to literally try and battle, he needs to do this. He needs to be in more on this. He cannot be like my little Dachshund puppy and roll over and want his belly tickled every single time he's in a race, right? He's got to get his elbows out. He's got to get feisty. He's got to put on his big boy pants, pick them up, stick them in his pocket, do whatever he's got to do with them to get him out of the way, and he's got to drive like he's a man on a mission, because otherwise, next season, he's going to be eaten quicker than a Big Mac at McDonald's. I can tell you that much if he don't start manning up and putting his elbows out.
He's got to go from a Dachshund to a Chihuahua.
Well, yeah, he's got... Oh, God. You don't want any yappier than a Dachshund, mate. I can tell you that much. So, my dog barks at his own shadow. He's that sketchy. But you know what I mean? He's almost got to go to XL bully status. He's got to literally turn himself into this mad, mean machine where he's not going to care about people's feelings. He's got to just go for it and literally see where he goes. Because if he goes up into Pro-Ams and he isn't strong and he isn't battling, he's going to be in a problem. And this is a one step in the right direction for him. Get your elbows out on Callum Hodgkinson. You don't need to let him through. You are different classes, but boy, oh boy, son, get that spirit in you and have a good old go while you're there, because otherwise next season's going to be absolutely tough for him.
Oh, I just saw Lavery have a bit of a dip there on De Bono. Those boys there are catching up to Daniel Byrne now. They're 1 second away, and there was... I'm not sure if I caught the aftermath of it or the pass or the other way around, but that would look pretty spectacular.
These guys continue to fight. Ronald Allen, Hodgkinson, and Wright down in the bottom right-hand corner. We've got De Bono, Byrne, Lavery. You can have a look at both battles here. We are focusing on Mr. Allen, the man leading the AMs. He's taken a 3 out of a 3. He's joined only 3 other drivers to do that this season. Ronald Allen, as a pro, is under some heaps of pressure on the run through turn 10. Coming down into the left-hander of 11 in that blue and orange recognisable livery. Hope he doesn't change it next season, otherwise he's going to confuse the living doo-doos out of me. But he's got Hodgkinson climbing all over him. What is he going to be able to do here? Is he going to be able to hold on going into turn 12? Not this time. Allen's managing to fight it there. Hodgkinson's got no wave. Don't flash him, son. Do it on the racetrack. What are you doing? We're not in a
He's
park.
having a bit of a geeze up the inside of him, telling him you're going to get out of my way or not, but he's not. He's sticking the elbows out. He needs the points. If he can finish up where he is now and stay where he is now, he's got the title wrapped up tonight because Greg Johnson is about 8 places behind him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 6 places behind him.
Yeah, he's got to just go for it now. Put it in there, do the work on that one. I want to pick up really quickly because I've got a funny feeling we got a nice little Pro-Am battle still developing in the bottom there, isn't it, at the moment in time? We got Dan Batouche and Matty Feely having a right little bit of a ding-dong. Feely's just about to try and go around the outside of turn 4. Good luck on making that one work. That doesn't work. Through the outside of 5. Nope. Watch the drain there, Dan. I can tell you one thing. You hit that drain, you're going to go round on the exit of 5. Now through the right-hander of turn 5 on to turn 6 and 7. And Dan Batouche, Matty Feely in this Pro-Am's having a right little ding-dong here, Steve. We've got a Pro battle, Pro-Am battle, and an Am battle all at the same time.
Yeah, well, the pros have caught Daniel Byrne now. They're 3/10s. Dylan De Bono last lap took 2/10 out of Daniel Byrne, and now he's got 3/10 on the back of him, and the boys have followed him up. So he's brought with him Kyle Avery, Doug Gowans, David Gallo. Chapman has backed off a bit. He's 4.5, nearly 5 seconds behind, and he's got his team owner, Ben Faulkner, 4 seconds behind him.
But we've got Batouche and Feely. This is where the situation is in that Pro-Ams. The Ams have opened up a little bit. Shannon Wright 7 temps back. Mind you, when I talk about temps, it's not very far. Through 13 we go. Now through the right-hander of 14. Dan Batouche, Matty Feely fighting it out. Ronald Allen, Callum Hodgkinson, Shannon Wright down into 12. Hodgkinson's going to have the inside line. What is Allen going to do now? He's going to try and run him. Just take the inside, Ronald. Take the inside, son. Show him you ain't going to be that little pushover. Is he just... Oh, he's still managing to hold on. Open it up, open it up. Block him off. God. Oh. Watch that inside line now. He's got to get it parked on the apex here. Ronald Allen, great job through 13 and 14 there. He managed to actually open up the steering this time.
Did really, really well. He's done well. He kept the line. He kept the overlap blocked as well. So he's done well. He's coming through. And Callum's not over yet. He's having a bit of a look.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, we've also got...
He's gone down into turn 1. Hodgkinson's got him down into turn 1. Now it's the Shannon Wright situation once more. Shannon Wright, Ronald Allen, and Battle fighting it out. Are you on the front pack up there? Because they're having a right little ding-dong at the front of the field.
Mate, I am. I'm on the front pack. De Bono's 3/10 of Lavery. They're having a great little ding-dong there. The boys are not giving themselves any room at all.
Yeah, you can see now we've got Allen, Hodgkinson, Wright on the right-hand side there. You can see in the bottom is Byrne, De Bono and Feely. We're going to swap it around now. I want to bring the front to the back. Nope, the back. Anyway, on the top, that's what I want. There we go. Down Byrne now on the main screen.
Safety car.
What?
Safety car has been called. I think Matty Feely had an incident.
Oh, he did.
Yep. I think Matty Feely's had it.
Oh, not an ideal picture there. What did you do, Matty? Oh, outside curb of 4. I did say.
Is that what we picked up earlier on tonight? And
say, don't do it. Don't do it because of if you watch his rear.
There's a big duck into the pits. Everyone's gone in. We've got Byrne, De Bono, Lavery, Gowans, Gallo, Chapman, Faulkner all jumped into the pits. Everyone's following. Faulkner, Ratcliffe will go in as well.
Yeah, there you go. You can see from his rear right, he hit the curb. We told him to avoid off the side, and unfortunately, it is all gone Pete Tong there for these guys. Everybody pretty much sitting in the front of in the pit lane. Lavery, Byrne, Gallo, Gowans, Chapman, De Bono, Batouche, Cochrane, Price, Ratcliffe. Faulkner's on a pit exit. Is it? No, he's further back, sorry, but he is coming out now. Hardwick, Hodgkinson, Allen, Wright, Wakefield, everybody in and out.
Did Greg Johnson have a spill there as well, did he?
Not that I'm aware of.
I thought I saw a turtle blue colour come through, but maybe not. Maybe not. All the boys are all coming out. RC has instructed a couple of people that'll be able to go straight past to get themselves unlapped. That was Stephanie Piccoli. Josh Horton will be one of those as well. So Josh will be working his way through. We're at the 27th minute mark. So roughly we did say the pit stops were going to come a little bit later than that, but they're taking advantage of it. Let's see how they go.
Yeah, let's see what happens here and see how these guys get on. The pit stops are out the way now, Steve, though. Half an hour to go. This could be a fun one.
Very fun one. What do we got at the moment? Ben Faulkner up 18 places. The next big mover is Joshua King up 11 places. Actually, that's who we haven't had on tonight. Mrs. Laura Anderson. Where the hell is she?
Don't know.
What's going on there? And Mr. Davis.
Can they get home from here? Yes. If they reach the half an hour mark, they will be able to get home, Jacob, there as well. Faulkner looking menacing, is in great form, coming off a very impressive co-drive in the Logi Pro Series. I'm sure he's going to do really well. It's been a bit. Do you know what? Do you know the interesting thing about this, Steve, is that you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place with some things, right? Because obviously, me and you had a talk in the green room, and we know some of the dramas that have gone on this week, and some were specified publicly last week as well. You know, you want to sit and have a chat and a conversation about them, but do you bring them out, or do you just sit and ignore them? Do you get what I mean?
I don't know, mate. Yeah, I know. You know what? If you scratch a scab, it bleeds, yeah?
Yep.
If you let it go, it heals. So, I mean, it's a pretty shit terminology, but but the first one that come to my head.
I don't know what it's talking about either, YouTube chat, but yeah. No, I get what you mean. Go on.
Yeah. But anyway, 04317. Okay, so the last two cars that are being left past is Joshua Horton and Wayne Edwards. So they will be unlapping themselves. They're coming through now. And then after that, they'll do one more lap and the boys will be out racing. And as we predicted, it would be probably a good about 32, 33 minutes point and then sprint to the roads, to home.
Yeah, let's see if they can get to the end of the race there. Safety car up on running. You can see there as well. Safety car on the circuit, half an hour to go here. Let's see what can play on here. Now, the problem for this man is he's entered into the likes of Batouche, Gowans, Chapman, Lavery, Gallo turn. Is he going to be able to get through on them, should we, or do we think the other guys are going to make it as difficult as possible?
Well, he was about 4 seconds off the pace gap between them, so this has really helped Ben. Gives him the ability to catch up right onto it. We know he's a good starter. Look, if he can catch him napping. Otherwise, these boys in front of him have got really broad shoulders and big elbows.
Ronald Allen, Shannon Wright, Kevin Wakefield, all within touching distance of each other in that AM fight. We've got Batouche, Cochran, Price, Hardwick, Hodgkinson in the Pro-Am. So there's still more battles to come here. There's still more fights on the race circuit. De Bono, Byrne, Gallo. It's the Velocity SimLab sandwich between two pieces of Carlin's bread at this moment in time. We'll see how this one pans out. What are you laughing at?
It does sound like a bread, Carlin's bread.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It's like a bread maker.
It's a little bit like your Helgas.
You can imagine Bernie out there in his hair now and his white jacket.
Yep. And then you get Dan Bartucci in there. He'd be the pork belly in the sandwich.
And
Dan Bartucci's a baker.
Is he?
He's a baker.
No
Yes,
way.
I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a baker. Oh. We'll have to ask him next time he comes in. I'm pretty sure he's a baker.
Oh, nice.
Here we go.
Do we have a butcher and a candlestick maker?
What would you say? Do we have a candle maker?
No, I said, do we have a butcher and a candle maker? What is it? The butcher and a baker? Oh, I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, butcher, baker, candlestick maker. Yes,
that's the one, isn't it?
An old,
yeah, it's an old nursery.
Yeah, I'm as old as you, mate. Yes.
Oh, Jesus
The safety
Christ.
car has gone in, mate.
Right, anyway.
People in the chat are going, what the hell are these guys on?
Yeah. There's two granddads up here in the booth.
People put belly in a sanger. Oh, mate, I'm a wog, mate. I put anything in a sanger. I don't even cut the salami, mate. I put the whole thing in it.
Oh, just chuck it all in there. Eat it raw, caveman style. Yeah. Right, here we go. Let's see. Is this going to be an opening that we're going to never, ever forget about from Dan Byrne? Is he going to get the jump? You're leaving it late. I would have bolted coming out of 14, but you're a bigger, brave man than me. You're over the line. You're caught up now. He's allowed Gallo to make that move on the inside. Was that teamwork from the Carlins boys? Byrne pulls over, pulls Gallo down along with him. He's got nowhere to go. Gallo de Bono, don't crash on the straight. Coming into turn one. They're free wide going into turn one. It's always going to end up somehow, somewhere. Oh, they're making it all through. I think at the Bono, I think he's going to try and hang it round the outside of turn two. Is he going to be able to make this work? Oh, he's got to go in deep. He's going to go in deep. He's got to go in deep. He's still going to try and hang round there. This is side-by-side action. The Bono's got the inside for free.
Batush rotating in the background.
Oh, he's gone round in the back there. 2v2. Hodgkinson's gone round as well. We'll have a look back in a minute. There he goes in the background. But we've got 2v2. We've got Byrne, De Bono, Lavery, Gallo. They're having a right little ding-dong through the outside of turn 4. In through 5. De Bono sends it on the inside there. He's demanding room. He's demanding room to Dylan De Bono. Didn't quite get it. Byrne got his elbows out. Lavery's now having a right little ding-dong in there. Oh, my God, Steve.
Christ.
Oh, that was
Chapman in the back there nearly lost it.
Yeah, Chapman nearly lost it. I think he might have survived, did Sam Chapman, but he did nearly lose that one as well. Them trees are really quite annoying here. But it is Byrne, De Bono, Lavery, Gowans, Chapman, Cochrane, Hardwick. Hardwick got through on Faulkner at the beginning. Faulkner's down a position now. But I can tell you one thing, Dan Byrne got his elbows out. He went to war. He come back with just a scar. And I can tell you one thing as well. De Bono's going to be licking his wounds because Byrne got him on that one. He did not let him through. And Carlins had a right old tussle with Velocity. And at the moment, Carlins is winning coming through turn 13.
Tell you what, mate, that was some spectacular driving all the way around of all those boys, keeping their elbows out, but they kept it clean. And very close to not keeping it clean, but very well done. I've got Mr. Allen on the bottom screen with the boys chasing him down as well, so we can watch the boys coming through. Shane Wright is all over him, and they're chasing down Ryan Price. But these guys in the front, mate, that was a bit scary. That was like 2-3 wide a few times there. A few tails shaking and a few doors shaking. That was, woof.
Yeah, freeway going into turn 1. I thought De Bono was going to get both of them through there as well. Jacob Riley's asked you a question in YouTube chat on that one, but Byrne still holding on through turn 2. He goes down. Byrne making an absolute dream start after the safety car. Now he's got De Bono pressurising him. Lavery's in there. Gowans, Gallo, Cochrane, all in the mix. Faulkner's in the background. You can see he's cleared. Cam Hardwick has Ben Faulkner. I think that was due to the fact that Hardwick may have taken a trip off the side of the track. I do want to have a look back and see what happened to Dan Batush. Why these front guys have settled down just this little bit here. Dan Batush, you can see on, oh, that was Shane Ratcliffe. That was Ratcliffe's. Batush was in front of that, actually. My bad on that one. Hold on.
Yeah. That was called no further action.
That was Ben Faulkner and Dan Batush.
Ooh.
Are you sure?
Might have been another instance they're talking about. That was 028 they mentioned in it. So that was an incident with Callum Hodgkinson. Yeah, that looked like a sneaky little love tap.
Yeah, there was. Oh, that camera
could have been. Could have also been a bit of net. Could have also been a bit of net code too. It was really hard to tell because it was right behind the damn trees.
Yeah.
Clip those trees down there, will you?
Hodgkinson had his own little moment as well. That's side by. Oh, there's Dan Batush.
Someone spinning hit the back of Hodgkinson.
Yeah, I think that was Ratcliffe had a bit of a moment, didn't he? And then unfortunately, He went
Tagged the back of
he went round on that one. This is on the nose of Faulkner. If we disappear inside the car of Batouche, we definitely will make. Yes, we
Ben
did.
Faulkner got a drive-through for that contact on Bartouche there.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll go back to live action. Byrne, De Bono, Lavery, still fighting it out. Bottom right-hand corner, we've still got Allen, Wright, King and Wakefield. So there's pockets developing here. There's battles all the way through. Shannon Wright, I'm just going to pop her up onto the main screen. She's just going to try and take the inside away. Or he's going around the outside now. That's going to give her the inside for turn number 3. Can she hold on? She's got to be big and brave here.
Is she a she?
No. I don't know. Is she? Shannon.
I don't know. Is Shannon a she or a he? I don't know.
Hey, I've been calling her she all season, so I really hope.
Have you? I just noticed it tonight.
She hasn't DM'd me and told me. So, oh dear. If anybody knows in YouTube chat, please let me know so I can stop digging my grave further.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm like, what?
Is she
Obviously
or not?
just a mid-quarter checkup, boys. Now, come on. Well, rear to rear end tagging, mate, is not just a checkup. It's a tag in the rear end.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's you spin someone around, you spin someone around.
Unfortunately, on that one, it's regardless of where you are on the corner.
Yeah.
What's they?
They, Jacob. They. I try not to get into the politics of pronouns.
No, I'd rather not.
My opinion is not a popular opinion.
No, mine neither, Steve. I think it's our Gen X ability to say.
I'm an old school fella, mate. Old school fella.
Us Gen Xers unfortunately don't have the ability to filter out our words. Ronald Allen, Shannon Wright, I'm going to go with she, because I haven't been told any different. King's in there as well.
Mr. Rushworth reckons he believes a he.
Oh, Jesus, blimey.
But tell you what, the fight across the front has got even hotter.
Johnson and Soper have had a little bit of a moment. Did they do this together? That is going to be the question. There is Soper. You're going in the inside. He's coming across your nose. I would
looks like it.
Yeah, to stop.
Looks like it. Yeah.
To stop punishment now for Greggy Johnson, I would let him back through. Let him have the position, and I believe he's close, maybe in between doing that. Batouche's trying to. Oh, Johnson's gone round on his own. Right on that moment in time there. But Dan Byrne, De Bono, Lavery, Gowans, and Gallo, all in this top 5. We've got 3 at the moment.
Stopped, have they?
No, they haven't.
These boys have been on the back of each other the whole race from the go to woe. The safety car threw in a little bit of a hotted up action for us for a little bit, but the boys are just following each other as close as possible.
Yeah. They're just keeping the eyes on there as well. People get tagged. What happens when there's a checkup? Get on your brakes. On as well. The difference is there was a break and then there was an extra run into the back of Batouche on that one, Jacob.
He goes drive for penalty precedent. Said, well, it is in the rules, mate. So it definitely is a precedent. Nose to tail action is a drive through, and it has been all year. So yes, it is a precedent.
Yep, definitely. When you start laying them down, you start leaving yourself up to all sorts. But then nothing's changed this season, Jacob. It's been the same rules for everybody. When it's nose to tail, you're getting a punishment regardless of it as well. De Bono sending up the inside. Oh, nice. Is he going to open up 13? He's got to stop Byrne coming back. Byrne, he has stopped Byrne coming back. Byrne's now trying to go in the inside. God, Dylan De Bono. You muscular man, you. Getting his elbows out on that one over Dan Byrne as he's coming down the start-finish line now. De Bono takes that position away from the Carlins and Byrne. I'm not happy, but I'm a little bit...
Well driven.
Yeah.
Safety car banner still up, mate.
Oh. Sorry.
Oh, look at this. He's nearly having another crack at Lavery. He's going to tuck in.
No. Lavery.
Nearly.
Lavery had to back out of that one. Sorry about that, Jamie. I was a bit busy with what was going on. I forgot to turn it off. But there we go. Right, through he goes down. Byrne trying to hold on to that second place, trying to recap the first. Dougie Gowans is in there now with Lavery as they're battling on the run through turn 3. Oh, Gallo's going to try and muscle off there as well. Gallo wants that line away from Lavery. Lavery's gone from 3rd to 5th in a blink of an eye, and it only took 2 corners here, Steve.
Tell you what. Oh, look at that. Oh, 40. No. Oh, I'll tell you what, that was so close. Nearly some more nose to tail. These boys know how to drive very close, mate. I would be Code Brown when that car does that to me.
Code Brown. Oh, 10 men needed for the booth, please. 10 men needed for the booth. Anyway, moving on. We've still got Ronald Allen and Shannon Wright having a right little ding-dong on the bottom there. And as you can see in the bottom right-hand corner, that is the battle for the arms. Let's bring you up the splits and tell you who is where. Well, I can tell you now, it is as it is on that one. Cochrane leading the pro-arms with Price. Allen leading the arms with Wright. De Bono leading the arms with Byrne. So all three class leaderships still up for grabs at this moment as well, Steve. And we're coming into 17 minutes remaining.
Yeah, it looks like Pricey's in there for a fight for the podium step as well, for the top step tonight. I haven't seen him fight for the top step of the Pro-Am all season. He's been in all sorts and had some good pace, but never quite got to the top 3 steps. But looks like he's in for a shout today. 5/10 behind.
They're going to have about, what have we got, 17 minutes, probably about another 8 laps maybe. On this one, Chapman and Lavery going side by side. Chapman's got to give him room to come back there as well. Lavery still has 2 wheels on the racetrack. He's trying to take that inside line. Lavery's got to send it in here and hope it sticks on this one because he needs that inside line. Manages to hold on. Chapman's now coming around the outside. Chapman wants the inside for turn 3. If Lavery gives it to him and don't close the door off, he's going to lose the position. Now Lavery's going to try and muscle back side by side, coming out of 3 on the run up into the left-hander of turn 4. If it is a double wide, I'll tell you one thing, Chapman don't want to be too far out on the left there because there is that nasty drain. Oh, manages to hold on. Lavery's going to try and run now, around the outside, over the nose.
Oh, that's going to be that's my tip is Lavery's got to give himself a bit of a drive through there. I think that was very close without seeing too much detail. It's hard to tell who's moved across who then, but yeah. Oh, yeah, it looks like that's going to be a hard one because Chapman's car drifts away from the inside apex as well. So that's going to be a hard one for them to call. I'd leave that to the boys upstairs. It's all about who cuts across who does the moving.
But none of them do. Oh, does Chapman come on?
Lavery's line is more consistent, whereas Chapman's line is drifting out wide. So it's. I'll leave that to the boys downstairs. It's a tough one from up here.
Yeah, absolutely. Wouldn't want to be giving that up. And whoever going to be making that decision? Well, you're going to be unpopular. So yeah, good luck.
Umpires are always unpopular, no matter what they do. It's never everyone else's fault but the referee.
Mate, it's the same. It's always the same. Sim racers are the same thing. It's never my fault. It was his fault. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It was never their fault. You never take responsibility. I don't know why.
We are seeing Velocity Sim Labs 3 on the podium tonight. By the look of it, we've got 8 minutes left, and we've got Gowans and Bono there. But Daniel Byrne has not given up, mate. He's 2/10 on the back of Dylan, and he's popping in his left mirror, popping in his right mirror. It's a good little ding dong all the way to the end.
Yeah. That is not a hard one, boys. It is. Sam ran off the road and then hooked it. Jacob, I feel there's a very Vermilion biased opinion going on in YouTube chat there, dude. I've got a funny feeling you're a Vermilion fan or some form of affiliation with them. Every incident can't be somebody else's fault when there's a Vermilion driver involved, dude. You got to look at the diplomacy of it all. Rather than a very biased action, it's got to be diplomatic.
We can only go to give so much detail of what has. Oh, look at that! Oh, wow, that was close. He just held his brake. That could have been Ben Faulkner out of the race. Then very lucky that 747 Simmons. Is that Simmons or
Ronald Allen?
Ronald Allen just held his brakes in time. He could have taken Ben out then. That was really lucky.
Now I want to see what happened to Ronald Allen.
Balance us, guys. I don't think anyone needs to balance us, guys. We love everyone Anyone that comes and races RW gets our love, gets our vote. It's just on the night, depending on where the incidents
he
go.
left it on his own.
Oh, look at that.
Stay where you are, bud. Yeah, back up if anything. Good job.
Oh, well done. Well done.
Yeah.
He held his brakes then. He held his brakes really well. He could have quite easily rolled out into Ben Faulkner and destroyed his race for him completely. But the boys are doing still great, some great battles up front. DeBono, Byrne is still putting the pressure on. He's been sitting in 2 to 3 tenths behind DeBono pretty much for ages now. So it's amazing how close these guys go.
Yeah, we've got Cochrane and Price that's going to appear in that bottom right-hand corner as well on that one. You guys don't drive much, do you? You call a check-up, cut and dry.
Jake,
okay,
I'm not even going to entertain you, buddy. I'm not even going to entertain you.
We will be here for a very long time, Mr. O'Reilly, if we're going to go down that route on that one. Everybody's got to be held accountable, dear sir.
If you play the replay back, we didn't say it was Chapman's fault. We just said it was. It depends on who's moved off the line, who's moved off the apex, who's held the line, who hasn't held the line, and that's all we said. And that will be up to the RC to decide. So it could go either way. That one. That's a very tight call.
Absolutely. We'll keep an eye out and we'll let you know, Jacob, when we find out any details here as well on that one. So
please. We are, mate. We are. Look, we love everyone's participation in there. Any conversations that we have and anything that we have about incidents and stuff like that, and you guys have an opinion, sharing it. There's nothing wrong with it. We love it. Having a difference of opinion is all about what we get out there. It's all about creating the atmosphere, all about creating the racing. And like we've got now, Daniel Byrne all over the back of the Bono and having a bit of a sniff.
Oh, he's trying. Be careful on that one. Opinions are great, Jacob, as long as you respect each other's. That's the way my mother always told me. Generally, after a statement like that, she gave me a clip round the ear off being mouthy. So I'm just pointing that out for you on there as well. Oh, dearie me, Steve. Where's it gone today? Right, as these guys continue to fight on lap 24, 10 minutes remaining. DeBono's blocking off the inside. Burns pushing him along there. Burns, you're going around the outside. You want the inside for too bad. DeBono's going to open you up, though, son. He's going to open you up. Burns going to get his elbows out. He's got to go and fight now. Burns looking, they're banging down. The little kisses on the way down. Is there going to be a final smooch from Dan Byrne and Dylan DeBono?
He's got the overlap.
He's not going to get it, though, I don't think. Nope. Byrne.
He's got in front of him.
Yeah, Byrne got in front of him. He opened it up and cut his nose off. So DeBono's going to call for help from Dougie Gowans here, and it's going to be really, really interesting to see how this one goes on. Jacob, let's settle down, dear son. Have a cup of tea, sit down, put your feet up, relax. DeBono's now going up the inside.
He's all good. Just to give you some feedback, the incident between Chapman and Lavery is going to be a post-race penalty. They're going to review it. It's too tight to tell, so they're going to review it after the race.
Fully agree. We did say it was a tough one. DeBono now battling in through the chicanes. We've gone of 6 and 7, coming into 8 and 9. The right-hander of 9. We've got to go left for 10. We've got no choice on that one because that's the way the circuit tells us we've got to go. Through the left-hander, now through the right-hander of 11. We've got, in the field at the moment, is Byrne, DeBono, Dougie Gowans in there on that one. We're going to see if Steve can put the Cochrane Price battle from the Pro-Ams down in that bottom right-hand side, dear sir, because they're having a nice little ding-dong a little bit further down. On board with DeBono we go now, looking forward at Dan Byrne through turn 13. Is he going to be able to hold on here? Is he going to be able to not make it through? Is he going to try the outside of 14? Byrne covers him off, he sees him, but we've got that run down into turn 1 going again here, Steve. Dan Byrne, Dylan DeBono, Dougie Gowans once more.
8 more minutes of this, 8 more minutes. I tell you what, Daniel Byrne is driving an absolute blinder of a race tonight. I haven't seen him with this much pace, and you know what? He's got the elbows out against Dylan DeBono. He's not an easy driver to get the elbows out against.
No, DeBono's looking around the outside. He wants that overlap as well. Byrne's going to cover him off. Don't give it back to him. You were in front of him. Oh, dude, you leave the door open like that. I can tell you what, mate, he's going to come in and rob your house. You're going to lose your position, your TV, your sofa, your socks, and your favourite trophy all in one go. De Bono's now going to have the outside for turn 3. It's going to be a straight run up through to turn 4 as we're going to lose them trees in a minute. I can tell you that much. They're doing my bananas in. Now they're going to come up to the left-hander of 5. On board with De Bono we go. Now is he going to be able to hold on? Burns on the outside coming through 4. Manages to keep it off the curb. He's trying to look at the inside of 5, not going to get it. Gowans has said, I want a piece of this, son. He's going to try the outside as well. Dougie Gowans here, Steve. Is he going to make it through coming into the chicane?
Oh, good bit of team racing there. Unfortunately, Dougie Gowans didn't have enough pace coming through the momentum of that corner to hold it all the way through. But that was a great little try there, getting under the slick stream of Dylan.
Yeah, these guys continue to fight once more here as they're scrapping along. For some reason, we've lost sound in iRacing. Give me 2 seconds as I nestle my way back through and try and
in the bottom screen, you've got Cochrane and Price here really having a great battle here. This is a fight in the bottom corner, fighting for the top step. This is a spectacular bit of racing. The boys are all over each other. Brycey is drifting within 3/10 to 5/10 behind him. He's having a bit of a sniff now. Having a bit of a look, got into the mirrors. He's got the momentum. He's gone extremely wide.
And it should give us sound again on the cars, hopefully. It was all fine at the moment.
Can you guys hear the cars out there, Jacob and whoever else is out there?
And if you haven't, how long have you not heard them for? Because it was all fine and dandy before we started.
My iRacing just disappeared.
Oh. Right, we've got no screen in the bottom at the moment either. The Gremlin technical...
iRacing has died on my computer.
Yeah, Gremlin ghosts are now flaking in. We've lost sound out of mine. It's gone again by the looks of it. What is going on? Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to try and resolve it once more here. Hopefully you can hear the sound again.
Yeah, they can hear the sound of the outside. Sammy goes, yeah. Raymond says, yes. Jacob hasn't said anything. Jacob, don't leave us, mate. Don't leave us. You're entertaining me here.
Gone again now.
No,
you should come back very, very shortly, I think. I'm not even quite sure what was going on. Bit quiet for over 5 minutes.
iRacing, mate, because iRacing just shut down on my PC as well. But I tell you what, this battle is good enough. It is pretty awesome. The boys, the way they're fighting through and changing places has been spectacular. Yes, I can hear the cars now. Tell you what, this is, for me, this is Daniel Byrne's breakout race. I haven't seen him race this good all season. This is him coming up to the level of Dylan De Bono, because we know
Steve, hold on. We concentrated on the sound and we've lost Dougie Gowans. Oh, Dougie.
Look at that. He's drifted. He's drifted the corner.
He's down in the 4th.
He'll be killed. He'll be absolutely gutted. Absolutely gutted. So Dougie Gowans has slipped out of contention. But David Gallo is moved up and Kyle Lavery. So Gallo is now sitting. So Gallo is sitting in 3rd now. So we've got the 2 Carlin boys going up.
Yeah, we've also got Faulkner and Price having a right little ding-dong on the racetrack right in front of us as well. As these guys continuing the fight, Ben Faulkner and Mr. Price, Mark Cochrane, sorry. Cochrane's going to go to the outside. Faulkner leaves and moves late. Cochrane's got to go late on the brakes. He's going to try and go around the outside of 2. You're either going to try it or you're going to cut back on him. And instead, you don't achieve either, unfortunately, for Mark Cochrane. But he's having a right little go further down on there. And hopefully everything looks fine and dandy currently. And Ben Faulkner has taken that position, but we've still got the burn. We've still got De Bono. We've got no second screen, unfortunately. We can't bring you the battle between Lavery and Gowans further back. You're going to have to just take my word for it that they are fighting there, Steve, and we still ain't done, and we've still got only 3.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, well, look, I'm looking at Chris Tomlin and Josh King, up 18 and 15 places. These 2 boys have done a great job and followed up Ben Faulkner with 19 places, so spectacular job. And what you're seeing up front is Dylan De Bono coming from 6th to take that place from Daniel Byrne.
Yeah, absolutely. Dan Byrne scrapping it out here. De Bono still in front of him. We've got the Lavery Gowans coming around the corner. They're side by oh, I thought they were side by side on the run out of 11 down into turn 12. And is he going to be able to make it through? Not this time for Carl Lavery. Further back, we got Joshy Kings tied up with Wakefield, Sinkovic and Bartouche. That is literally Pro-Ams and Ams, Wakefield being the only Am in this 4-car fight. But there's a lot going on through this race circuit here as well. And it's all going off. Wakefield's going to look at China going up the inside of Josh King. Is he going to be able to coming into 12? Wakefield goes in very, very deep. King gives him room. Dean Sinkovic has just gone round. He has just gone round, but was there contact from the car behind? That's going to be the...
Oh, could have been a little bit of love there from Bartouche. Could have been. I've got the camera on Ryan Price, who's leading the Pro-Ams at the moment, coming through. But to tell you what, they're the battles are everywhere still. Josh King and Kevin Wakefield and Dan Bartouche. The boys out front have backed off a little bit. Gallo's gapped on Byrne, so he's got Gowans behind him and Lavery. So it looks like it's the ding-dong at the front, mate.
Yep, it is. De Bono and Byrne there as well. Jacobs back here. 2 minutes left. Please cover the front. We have. They're on the screen. Right there, ready for you.
Boys are getting a bit of air through that chicane. It's still anyone, mate. Anyone can make a mistake here. We've got, 2.5 minutes. Probably, maybe 2 laps left? Will we get the white flag coming around now?
Got a minute on the clock to go. And they've still got a quarter of the race circuit. De Bono's holding the inside. Gallo's trying. De Bono's squeezing him there. Through the right-hander we go. This should be the final lap. One more lap after this for De Bono and Byrne. De Bono holding on. Opens up 13, covers him off, looks at the 14. Is he going to be able to get through Byrne? He's not. He's going to have one more crack, one more lap here, Steve. If he's going to get an opportunity now, he's got to take it, buddy.
Yeah, definitely. Roland Allen has had a bit of a mystery tonight. He is, Greg Johnson's only 3 places behind him, so the championship in the AMS is not over.
Absolutely. And Dan Byrne managing still to keep on to that second place. Is he going to be able to get the front run for Dan Byrne? Is he going to be able to do it here? Can he clear Dylan De Bono? Velocity SimLab, Carlins through the left-hander of turn number 2 for the final time here this evening. This 60-minute race has all come down to this moment, this one opportunity here for Dan Byrne. Is he going to take what I believe would be his first overall pro win of the season?
Oh, did we have a Carlin 1 and 2 not long ago, at the beginning of the year, in the wet?
I've got nothing
at Daytona.
Right up until... Oh, hold on.
Oh, is he gonna? No, he's had a thought about it. Tell you what, the way these boys are handling these corners coming through is spectacular.
I haven't got nothing from Carlin until I'm back to round 3.
That's okay. It might be just me and my brain just playing games.
Yeah, I don't think we've had it this year. Through now, turn 11 we go. The right-hander dropping down that little bit, coming into turn 12. This is going to be a couple of corners left for Mr. Byrne. He's got to look for the run out of turn 12. He's got to look for the inside of 13 if he can get there. He really needs to do something now for Dan Byrne because there's only 2 corners left. It's going to be De Bono, I think, is going to hold on. They're going to come round turn 14. He's got nowhere to go. He can't make it through for Dan Byrne. He's going to have to settle for that second place here. Dylan De Bono down on the floor. You can see he's going to come over the line. He's going to take the victory. Dylan De Bono grabs it. A great little ding-dong from Lavery in the background, but I think it's going to be Dougie Gowans. He does hold on. What about Ryan Price? He's going to come through and take the Pro-Am win there for Pricey. And with Mark
Shannon
Cochran.
Wright. And Shannon Wright taking the amateurs tonight.
Yep.
We'll speak to he or she.
I have no idea. We're going to find out very shortly on that one.
I'll tell you what, mate, what an entertaining race tonight. That was spectacular racing from the boys, from the front of the field to the back of the field, all the way through. And thank you to the viewers coming out and enjoying us tonight and interacting with us. We love it.
Yeah, it's been a great night of racing. That will be the hour race completed. We've got one more race to go here, and well, we're not content with finishing on a high. We're going to finish it on an exceptional high as we're going to stick 'em at Knock Hill, just for good health.
I forgot we're at Knock Hill.
Yep.
Oh, that's going to blow the title wide open. If you're settled at Knock Hill, you'll have a good race. If you're out of rhythm at Knock Hill, it's going to be all over.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're going to see here. We'll get the results up on your screen very, very shortly. What's going on with Cam Hardwick and Joshy Alton? They're having a right little ding-dong further down as they come over the line there. Good job, boys. Wayne Edwards, unfortunately, is not going in the right direction. I feel there is something wrong with the way you are facing there, Mr. Edwards, as he comes Shannon over the line. And then Mr. Simmons. Is he going to get? Yeah, he is going to get over the line. We'll bring you up the results very, very shortly on this one. As the last person, Mr. 747 in the 157 with the number in 24th place comes over the line there. So let's see the results for today. Well, as you can see, it is Dylan De Bono, your leader here, your winner, your victor for that Velocity Sim Lab. And if I'm not mistaken, is that also his first victory of the season?
I think it is. I think it is.
No, it can't be.
Ryan Price and Shannon Wright, I think it's both their first.
Yeah, first victory of the season for Dylan De Bono there, with Dan Byrne in second place. And then in third, it's Mr. David Gallo. That's your 1, 2, 3 in the pros. Then you got Dougie Gowans, Carl Lavery, and Ben Faulkner. Ryan Price takes the win in the Pro-Ams with Mark Cochran in second. Shannon Wright splitting up the Pro-Ams to take the win in the Ams with Chris Tomlin rounding off the Pro-Am podium. Kevin Wakefield in 11th place, second in the Ams with Dan Batusi, Sam Chapman. Ronald Allen in third in this race in the Ams. Is it enough to bring the championship before we go to Knock Hill next week? Dean Sinkovic in 15th, Stephanie Pickley in 16th, Josh King in 17th, Brandon Soper and Matty Feely on that one. Joshua Houghton in 20th with Cam Hardwick, Greggy Johnson, Wayne Edwards, David Simmons, and then the guys further down, one lap down, Shane Nowans and Shane Ratcliffe with Callum Hodgkinson a lap down as well. Not quite sure who just decided to jump in on that one. Then, of course, the guys who are out and the safety cars and the RCs at the bottom of that one there as well. Well, Steve, I think we can safely say a very interesting race, very exciting for all of us. And, well, if that was 60 minutes, how's the rest of it going to go?
That was sensational, mate. That's mate, I can't wait for next week's round to finish off the season. It's going to be spectacular. These boys put on some amazing driving. Daniel Byrne tonight really, really impressed me. The way he put his elbows out against Dylan De Bono, who's not an easy character to race hard against because he knows all the wily tricks. He did really, really well. David Gallo, so the two Carlin boys, and poor Dougie Gowans, mate. Thought he was going to get up there, and there's his little half rotation. Oh, my Lord. But anyway, we'll speak to he, she, Mr. or Mrs. Shannon Wright, which is cool. Mr. Ryan Price as well, Mr. Queenslander, who's one of the admins for the 86ers too. So where are these boys? Are they popping up? We've got the pros in the green room. We're waiting on Mr. Wright and Mr. Price. The price is right.
Nice, love that. Do you want to have a chat with Mr. David Gallo for a brief moment then, as he sat there waiting?
We could do that while we wait for the other guys to come through. Mr. David Gallo, how you doing, mate? Congratulations on your podium tonight, mate. How did that feel out there?
Yeah, evening, gents. Yeah, pretty wrapped with the outcome. Me and Daniel sort of jumped in the session, put a few laps in, and luckily, I think we did well in quali and sort of stayed clean, and yeah, ended up where we ended up, which is good.
You guys are very close in pace. Very close in pace. Similar driving style. What about setups? Similar sort of setups you drive?
Yeah, we've found the one setup now, which we've sort of gelled with, which we sort of change a couple of things, but not really too much. I'll leave that to Daniel generally. But other than that, was same setup, and it's funny you say that. Sort of we'll do sometimes a practice session separately, and we come in within a tenth of the two of each other. So
very, very close. But it's really. I said to JP earlier on, you guys came into the 86s when we first started it as a bit of fun, just see what it is, because you guys traditionally open wheelers and bloody good open wheelers, and to come in, this has become a serious bit of racing for you guys now, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. We use open wheelers. We used to do the Formula Vs and the F3s is sort of our main focus. And jumping the tin tops with a little bit underpowered, a bit different, no downforce. It's been fun, bit of a change for us, but enjoyable car to run. That's for sure.
It is. People think it's slow and that, but you know what? It brings the field together. It brings the door banging a bit closer. It's is a little bit less. Like the setups are still varied and far apart with some drivers, but it's still, no matter what setup you got, you're still very close. Like tonight's race up front with your teammate Daniel and De Bono was spectacular up there. I think he's lifted up next level tonight.
Yeah, 100%. We I think that's what we found from the F3 to this car. The F3 seems to be hot lapping if you get out and make a gap, where this car can still, within a second, bring it in, bring it closer, and the toes definitely brings everyone back together in some close racing, which is awesome.
What are you thinking about season finale at Knock Hill?
Can't say I've turned a lap there in the 86, so I don't really know what to expect. No, I haven't.
Oh, mate, you better get some practice at Knock Hill.
I know it is a bit of a roller coaster, so might have to put a few more laps into that one, I think.
A roller coaster. I'd say it'd be more like the Mad. The roller coaster. It's got some really tricky.
Yeah, it should be some interesting racing, I think.
Yeah, exactly. And no doubt, I know you guys are like, you'll be out there practicing and you're giving each other tips and everything like that. So it'll be an epic battle for you guys. Listen, I've got a few more people to get through. Great to see you having a crack out there tonight, your podium step, and an all-round pretty good season as well. So who gets the Carlin boys on track?
Cheers, thanks guys. So Carlin's Motorsport, Driver 808, which is Daniel on YouTube and TikTok, Glam Raider, Little Rara, and Eagles Automotive. Shout out to them, and my wife Anna, and my two girls Anthea and Valerie.
Excellent, mate. Well, congratulations. Fantastic drive tonight, and good luck for the final round next week, buddy.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
All right, we're going to drag in Mr. Shannon Wright and have a bit of a chat. Shannon Wright, can you please turn your microphone on? And we've had a debate all race this morning, or more part of the race, whether you are a Shannon female or a Shannon male. And we can't hear you because your mic's turned off. No?
We're never going to know.
You there, Shannon?
Gentlemen?
Yes?
Dean, we don't need you, Dean.
I just gate crashing. I know Shannon's having issues with his mic, guys, so I just wanted to let you know.
Oh, okay. All right. We might leave him back in the other room and get him back when his mic is off.
See if you can unmute him. Can you see if you can unmute him? Oh, that might be his issue.
No. I can't unmute him. I'm not sure what the... I'll tell you what. I know exactly what it is. And I will fix him because he is not registered as a member in his thing, and I can't get it to work. All right. Unfortunately, I can't fix it from here, Dean.
No worries.
Anyway, well, he's a member now, so he should be able to unmute himself. Anyway, all right. Well, unfortunately, Shannon, we've got you in the room. We can't have a chinwag, but we congratulations on an epic drive. His first time up here in the top step, and he popped his cherry tonight with his first round win. So unfortunately, we can't chat to him, but congratulations, mate, and hopefully chat to you soon. All right. That was a one-sided interview. We'll grab Mr. Ryan Price.
I was waiting for the response on that one, to be honest, but never mind.
Mr. Price, how you doing, mate? Is this your first round win for this season?
Boys, it's my first round win for, I think, the entirety of the 86s in a class division at least.
Really? Congratulations, mate. And I'm glad I was involved in popping your cherry.
Oh, yeah, I've only ever been on the bridesmaid steps, to be honest with you. So, yeah, pretty stoked to finish the race like I did.
Great little battle there with Mark Cochran for most of that race. How was it out there? You guys did a bit of paint swapping and a bit of nose to tail sort of stuff. How was it?
Look, I think the paces were all pretty even once you sort of get into the racing. I think the everyone's paces were pretty similar. There wasn't a lot of overtaken spots unless you, as you noticed, probably some drivers took a big dive down on an inside or drove someone wide. So, yeah, I feel like he was holding me up a little bit, but also just the track lended itself to making sure if you're going to overtake, you do it well and do it properly. So, no, I had a great battle with him, to be honest. I think Ratcliffe was in there for some time as well. Earlier in the part of in the race. So no, it was good. I enjoyed it. Even to be honest, I even kept up with Benny Faulkner, the alien, for a lap or two.
Yeah, you did. He and then he got some clean air and he took away.
But no, it was
having fun out there. How is the atmosphere in the lounge? Tell the viewers what it's like in the lounge downstairs, because I went through the list of names. There's about 8 of you there tonight, and having a blast and a giggle and taking the piss out of each other. What's it like?
Yeah, we had a full house tonight. We had a few old sort of heads pop themselves back in, and a couple of drivers have been out for a month with work commitments and whatnot. So, no, everyone was getting stuck in, sharing a few jokes and a few laughs, but also patting each other on the back if they were doing something well, or, you know, they noticed another driver was a little bit sloppy, sort of helping them, take him on that corner, and sort of giving ourselves a little bit of a team environment, albeit we aren't team members, we're competitors. It sort of added. It's sort of
spotters in the room with you, isn't it?
To a degree, like your best mates, to be honest. It's probably, I wouldn't say they're as good as a real life or a professional spotter, but they're they will give.
Working on it.
Only ever chat with you, not through Discord and through meetings.
Cheers, lads, and I'll see you all next week. Thanks for the broadcast.
All right. Take care, Cobber. Be good.
Bye.
Right. Hopefully you should be able to hear that. I apologise on that one. I do want to try Shannon right a minute. I did give him a roll that might...
Shannon, can you hear us now? Hello, Shannon.
Hello. Finally, we can talk.
There he is. And he's a male. I was right. We're having debates whether you're a Shannon female or a Shannon male today, mate. And
I could be a boxer.
You could be a boxer, a female boxer.
Oh dear, it's all gone wrong in the booth.
Oh, I love you. I love you, mate. You're a legend.
1 second.
Mate, this is your first top step at SRW?
Sure is, mate.
So we popped another cherry tonight. That's good. We've got 3 cherries tonight which popped, which is awesome. How was it out there, mate? Are you having a lot of fun? What's it feel like out there?
Mate, it was awesome. I just kept sticking with the game plan, just stayed conservative, made sure I wouldn't lock anything up. I tried to stay out of trouble. And if it was going to be a pass on Ronald, it was going to be a proper racing pass. It wasn't going to be like a deep dive or anything like that. It was, I was about points in that tonight, but I did not think I could take the win. But hats off to Ronald. That was just awesome racing the whole race long. And having Kevin breathing down our neck there for a little bit is a little bit of a worry, but when I got that little bit of a gap, I was happy.
Yeah, it's sort of it's always someone on the back of your neck in this series, isn't it? It's every week it's someone different, and everyone has their nights where the track sort of suits their style a bit better. Obviously yours tonight, Ronald Allen had probably one of his off nights, but I think it's opened up the championship a bit as well because he's only he was about 60 points away from Greg Johnson, but he's only finished like 4 or 5 spots ahead of Greg Johnson as far as the title goes. So it's going to be interesting last round of the season. Are you looking forward to it?
Mate, I definitely am, dude. I'm sticking around for this one.
I'm loving it. Have you raced at Knock Hill before?
Never.
Oh, another one. Get some practice in, mate. Get some practice in. That's going to be, like I just said to Pricey, it's not a roller coaster. It's a Mad Max. It's going to be a crazy one, mate.
Well, I've actually taken a different approach to my racing. The tracks I knew I'm not going too good at. The ones I don't know, I'm going all right. So I'm just going to focus on what I'm doing. It seems to be working.
It definitely is, mate. Definitely is. You're having a great run out there. It looks like you're having a lot of fun. Who gets and supports you out on track, mate?
Mate, one part of everything simulator racing. Behind the scenes, mate, I've got a few boys back there helping me and coaching me through. Mate, I've just improved leaps and bounds since I got involved with these guys. I sponsor the team, but yeah, RSW Graphics does our liveries with Valve Esports. We've got RKS that does we've actually got race gloves that he's done for us and does our shirts and hats and everything like that. Howard Computing, he does our computers for our race team and that. And we look after Track Racer and Sim Rigs and HRS as well. So yeah, a big family to keep us going. And we hope they enjoyed tonight's racing.
Excellent, mate. You're a legend. I'm glad you're having fun out there. Sounds like you're having a blast. Good luck for the rest of the one more round that we have got coming up, but also for season 4 coming up as well. As you've seen, all the calendar is out and registration will open up over the weekend. So make sure you don't miss out, dude. Congratulations, Ed. It's good to finally have a chat, buddy.
Thanks, mate. And thanks, guys, for the broadcast and for the race control and that. She's a busy job, but you just get it done. And I appreciate it.
And
excellent,
apologies
mate. Congratulations
for
and good luck.
calling you a she. Just to let you know.
Oh, good, mate.
Oh, man. Have a good one.
Okay, thank you.
Well, that clears
All
up.
right, we've got Mr. Daniel Byrne and Mr. DeBone. I'll grab Mr. Daniel Byrne through. Mr. Daniel Byrne, how you going, buddy? Please tell me you can hear me.
Hello?
Yep, there you are. There you are. Thought
Hey,
we
gents.
lost you, driver 808.
I'm here. How are you?
Mate, I'll tell you what, tonight, for me, as watching you race for a while, I think it's your coming of age in the 86. To be able to battle and get your elbows out with Dylan DeBona like you did for most of that race was absolutely spectacular, mate. I think you lifted it up another level tonight.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah, I'm a fan of the track, so I know the track well, and I only got a few laps in today, so I didn't really get to practice at all, but yeah, it just seemed to fit Just felt comfortable out there, and the setup felt right for the track, and yeah, it all came together. So yeah, it was good to be able to challenge the guys at the front again. Yeah, good fun.
Yep. Well, you guys, I was just saying to your teammate there, Mr. Gallo, that you guys are very close on pace out there. And Pricey did actually say that the pace between the cars on this track wasn't as massive as it was on other tracks. Did you find that as well?
Yeah, well, all the guys at the front, I mean, we were like, lapping within a tenth of each other. So it's there's not much in it, and there isn't really many places to find any more time. I don't think, other than Ben. I'm sure he can find some, but for the rest of us, it's a pretty even playing field. So it makes it good, and it was actually really hard to get past. I thought it would be easier going down the straight, but yeah, even in the tow, not quite enough to kind of get side by side. So it's pretty challenging.
Well, you did a fair bit of side by side with Dylan De Bono there for a couple of laps. When there was at one point there was three of you, I was like, "Holy crap, what's going to happen here?" I think Dougie Gowan's got his nose in there at one point, and then Gallo got his nose in there at one point. So it was a lot of fun to watch, mate.
Yeah, it was good. It was good when I think we were kind of conserving for a while and not battling too hard, and then the later stages of the race, everyone started shuffling around and trying to get positions, and I think we were 3 wide in turn 1 at one point, and then a few corners later, Dougie was in there as well. We were 3 wide going around a corner where you normally 1 wide. So, but we managed to keep it pretty clean. So it was good. That's what it's all about.
Hats off to all the drivers for the way they handle those sort of corners. It's spectacular, mate. It's great viewing, and it must be heart pounding out of the chest moments when you go 3 wide like that. I think there was one point where you were on one side, Gallo's on the other side, and De Bono was in the middle of you guys. I think it was just after the safety car, and he was having a bit of a wobble in the middle, and my heart was pounding out of my chest. I don't know what you guys were thinking, but I was just thinking, oh, please don't be carnage. Please don't be carnage.
Yeah, we were 3 wide going around turn 1. I was on the outside, and Dylan's just sent it. I couldn't really. I've got triple screens, but I was concentrating on the corners more than what was happening beside me. But I could see a lot of movement beside me, and I saw David drop back. So it'd be interesting to watch it back and see what happened there. But it generally was all pretty clean. I think it was really good racing.
It is an absolute pleasure to watch and pleasure to commentate, because the driving out there is, for a car that could be Carnage City quite easily. It's the way you guys drive it is spectacular. How's your experience level at Knott Hill?
It's pretty low. It's I don't really know the track that well, but I mean, I'll try and put in a couple of laps maybe on the weekend and try and get my head around it. But I might be on the back foot a little bit. But looking forward to it.
I'm sure you'll come out the other side, Rosie, mate. Who gets Carlin Motorsports on track, and who supports Mr. Daniel Byrne?
Yep. So shout outs to Carlin's Motorsport, Drive 808 on YouTube and TikTok, Glam Raider, which is Australia's largest viral online beauty store, Little Rara Wines from Victoria's popular Piran Vineyard, and Eagers Automotive, Australia's largest automotive retail group.
Excellent.
And also big shout outs to my daughter Atari and my Mrs. Bianca as well.
Nice work, mate. And you need to get me a contact at Eagers Group so I can get some sponsorship out of them.
You need to get a contact in a merchandise store so I can get a Carlin's t-shirt and hat.
Oh, he's,
I still haven't got it till Steve. I've been fighting for 2 seasons.
A few times, mate. He wants a Carlin's team poster or a mug or something like that. If you get it to me, I'll
for you.
To him.
All right, done. We'll put it together for you.
Oh, mate.
That's awesome. Thanks for the support. Appreciate it.
No worries.
All right. Good luck, mate. Congratulations on the podium, and enjoy the final round, mate, next week.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys. See you soon.
Cheers, buddy.
Bye.
All right. We've got the man of the moment. Do you want to do this one, mate?
I don't mind, mate. Bring him in. Yeah, let's
go for it, mate. Give him the big intro he deserves.
Here he is, the man of the moment. He's taken his first win in pros all season. He survived for the end of the 60 minutes. He's come out like a prize fighter he is, standing on that top step. He is the man, the myth, the Velocity Sim legend, Mr. Dylan DeBono. Welcome into the booth, Dylan. How are you?
Hey, boys. Yeah, good, mate. Good. Tough race there tonight for sure.
Oh, mate, it was, wasn't it? You were having a right little ding-dong out there with Byrne and Gallo at one point.
I was flat out holding on after that safety car. I think that one lap after safety car did my fastest lap, and then from there on in, I just had no front tyre grip. I don't know what happened, or just burnt the front tyre, but I was just holding on for dear life.
Yeah, well, mate, you definitely did hold on there. You rocked it up as well. First pro win of the season.
Yeah, it's definitely not been a season to remember, that's for sure. Not the best one, but yeah, it's always good to get a win.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. And then we go and finish off the season at Knock Hill. How's your knowledge of Knock Hill? Not the most easiest circuit.
Yeah, no, I won that track. I think a couple of seasons ago in the TCR when we raced that. I had some pretty good pace then. It's a fun track going down the hills, and it's going to be hard to pass, hard to race, but for your hop lapping, yeah, loads of fun.
Yeah, and the only good thing is you're going the right way as well. You're not doing the reverse version here either. You say you've had a rough season, though, Dylan. Are you going to come back stronger next season?
Yeah, definitely. Next season's going to be the good one, especially for the 86 and the Super Formula. I've had a good end to the season. Last 2 weeks, I've had 2 wins, but just my start and middle of the season, just been missing a few races and silly errors, but that's all good.
Yeah, well, good luck there, dude, next week at Knock Hill. Anyone you want to shout out before we let you go?
Yeah, big thanks to Velocity Sim Labs, all the boys over there. We're getting it in week in, week out. Haikoki Power Tools for their support. Hit a Race YouTube channel. Thanks to you guys for putting a stream on. SRW, all the work that goes on behind there, the admin, the race control, all the work that doesn't get seen, it's all appreciated. And don't forget to check out Velocity Sim Lab on Facebook.
Yeah, definitely don't forget, hit them up over there, give them a little follow. I'm sure that'll be appreciated. Well, Dylan, thank you so much for joining us there, buddy. Have a good one, mate. I look forward to seeing you at Knock Hill next week.
Thanks, guys. Have a good week.
Congratulations, mate.
It's already gone, Steve. Left ages ago. Well, that was exciting for 60 minutes, wasn't it?
Oh, mate, it was a great bit of fun. The fighting up front, the fighting in the middle, fighting at the back was just sensational. And it looks like we just finished the race in time because it's already dark out there.
Yeah, it's just gone down on that one. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the bells, and get first notifications of all the actions coming up. But join us next week for the GR86 final round from Knock Hill. We are going the right way, so you will see these GR86s jump up through turn 4 and 5, that left-right uphill chicane. So come and make sure you don't miss out on that one. But that's going to wrap it up for today. I've been JP. I've been alongside Steve Sinkovic. And as always, guys, take care. Have a great week. And you never know, we might see you on the track sometime. Good night.
To turn one, this is amazing. I was clash heads again. This is like Chad Moskin and Cam Waters. Almost the same situation. Better contact going down the hill. Sam Noble wants to snip Dave Coleman now. Sam Noble bottle right now because tell you what, Bruce Tanak and Jamie Dyke just absolutely drove away.